So this video is more, I'm just kind of voicing issues that are kind of motivating me to want to do the gastric sleeve surgery. VSG is what they call it, vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I don't know. That's something like that. It's VSG. But so part of it is like just my whole life I've struggled with weight. When I was 17, I was in good shape, probably the best shape of my life. I was in football, and I weighed about 180. I wasn't thin, really, but I was in good shape. I was muscular, we lifted weights, and got married shortly after that. And at that time, the woman I was married to was very possessive, so I didn't really do a lot of exercise. She didn't like me to go. I used to play tennis a lot. She didn't like me to do that. I'm not blaming her. It's my fault. I mean, I should have done whatever it takes kind of mentality, but I mean, that's part of the truth. And I shouldn't have let that happen to myself. But there's so many fat people problems that have plagued me for the past 25 years, basically. And like every time I'm going to go to the airport, I'm worried about not being able to fit in the seats. That's a tremendous amount of stress. If you're not a fat person, you don't understand the kind of feelings that arise when you know you're going to be in a situation where that could be present. And I felt that. I'm actually, most people would think I'm a very confident guy. Like, I play music and I sing, and I'm kind of the funny guy of the group. But it's to mask the insecurities that I've had my whole life as being heavy and overweight, kind of make up for it with something else. It's typical of a lot of heavy people. So there's the airport trips, there's bus rides, there's anywhere in public where you're going to have to sit with people. I was a part of a 2015 college graduation performance last night. I sang in a quintet. And just sitting next to everybody, I felt like I was fatter than hell. And it's embarrassing. I mean, it's a constant stressor that's always on heavy people. If you're like me, I think most people, heavy people, feel this way. Whenever you're going to ride rides at an amusement park, whenever any function comes up that requires you to dress nice, the first thing that goes through my heart is a shock, and it's like, oh my God, now I've got to find some good clothes and actually try to look good in them. And it's been like that for 25 years. And I've tried to lose weight. I don't believe there's any way I'm going to lose weight permanently without the sleeve surgery. And so, as I've said prior, I'm in my second step of the 3-step process before being approved, and I'm 99% sure that I'm going to go through with sleeve surgery. It does scare me. I know there's risks to it. There's risks to everything. I mean, there's risks to being this heavy, and it's not only the embarrassment. It's not only the feeling of low self-worth. There's the physical aspect of I'm hurting my knees, I'm hurting my back, I'm hurting everything. And I'm just voicing my internal dialogue right here and seeing if it resonates with anybody. I think people feel similar. But clothes, I mean, I can never get clothes that fit me properly. There's always a compensation. There's always well, I'll get this pair of pants because it's big enough to fit me, but it doesn't fit my crotch correctly, and I have to pull it up either up over my belly or under my belly, and it's just embarrassing. And normal people that aren't so heavy don't have to deal with that. I mean, I'm sure they have other stressors. Everybody has stressors, but these are like a plague, and they're a lifelong thing. These are things that never go away. And I mean, I actually don't look forward to my own graduation when I have to look nice and walk down, because I know that I'm going to look like crap. I know I'm going to look like a beached whale with, polished clothes on me. So, it's just, there's so many reasons. And I mean, everybody has their own. I don't look good in a bathing suit, obviously. I'm ashamed to take off my clothes if I'm going to have sex with my girlfriend. Anything like that is just a self, imposed thing. I know that they probably don't feel that way, but I'm sure some people do. I'm sure some people see a heavy person like me in public and think, oh my God, look how fat he is. He shouldn't be eating dinner. He shouldn't be at dinner. He should be on the treadmill. Like, I'm sure there's judgments made against me that are some of it's warranted. I'm not saying that it's not warranted, and it's definitely my fault. I claim responsibility for not being able to control my weight, but for me, it's definitely a food addiction. Every time I try to limit calories or limit my intake, it just doesn't work. Like I can do it on and off, and it will not be long term. And then I'll feel the rebound effect of, my God, now I'm starving. I'm so used to eating so many calories that I'll go back to it and I'll just binge. So I really love the attractiveness of this tool as making my stomach smaller so that it's not possible to binge like that at the beginning. I know later people can stretch their stomach, or apparently they can use slider foods that go through and they can eat more of them and get more calories. But at the beginning, I won't be able to do that. So I can use that opportunity to work out, get more of a habit of working out. I want to work out now. I'm just too heavy. Like the only thing I'd be able to do is walk, and I can't do any type of running or jogging or put pressure. My knees already hurt. Everything's just so handicapped by being this heavy. So this is just a few of fat people problems that I'm just voicing this here. If nobody cares, I don't even care. It's for my own benefit as well to get this out in the open. It's therapeutical, I think. So if you have similar issues, comment or whatever. I'll be happy to talk to people about it, or don't. So have a good one.